All right, welcome to the Winter Sports Media Night here at Washington High School. We got a bunch of sports we're going to talk to here tonight. We are starting pretty timely, actually, with the Washington Esports team who are competing tomorrow, November 21st. They will be in state, the top seed for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Fellas, just off the bat, how about you guys introduce yourselves? Just say your name, grade. You can throw your gamer tag in if you want. And yeah, we'll start with that. Just give some intros here.
Okay. You want to go first? Doesn't matter who goes first.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, might as well
Okay.
go down the line. Might as well go down the line.
Yeah, maybe down the line.
I'm Colin Fritz. Yes.
My one.
I'm in grade 10. I play Kazuya.
I'm David Ide. I'm in grade 11, and I play Young Link.
I'm Elijah Ide. I play Joker from Persona, and I'm in grade 11.
I'm Snyder Ortega. Also in grade 11th, and I play Hero.
I'm KJ Peary. I'm in grade 10. I'm in Ganondorf.
Perfect. And I'll just start off the bat. If you all want to share, however many of you want to chime in, just how excited are you guys? Obviously, the number one seed. Going into that tournament tomorrow. How excited are you guys to hopefully bring a title back, especially given second place last year? Just share how much you're looking forward to that and competing for a state championship.
No, yeah. I'm like really excited for this because like last year we weren't just confirmed as the number one, and to just get the feeling of the revenge. Like we were second last year, and I just feel like we can get first, judging on like the other teams that we faced. We have a good shot, honestly.
I'm pretty excited. I think we have a pretty good shot this time around.
I'm very pumped. Last year, I had a pretty solid run through state, but I got knocked out at the end, and I want to get my run back on Forest City to get that spot back.
I'm really hyped for this. I've trained my Kazuya so much. This guy knows. I'm kidding. But yeah, I think we're going to win.
So kind of take me through what a practice looks like. I'll be the first one to admit, I don't really know what a practice for esports, especially Super Smash Brothers, would look like. But kind of take me through how you guys practice and prepare for these tournaments and upcoming state tournament.
So we usually verse each other one-on-one, 3 stocks, and sometimes we would do tournaments. So then we would verse everyone in our group, the class, and we would just like rotate around whoever. Like usually a lot of people would go against me because I'm the rank 1, but that's about it. Just verse a lot.
And then I'm curious, do you guys like to switch up who you are? Obviously, are you just training like whoever you're going to be for every tournament, or do you like to have kind of a couple maybe different options to throw at different teams? What's kind of the strategy there? I'm kind of curious.
I was planning on doing that this time, choosing a different character, but I kind of been mainly focusing on my actual character. I kind of dropped off the character I was trying to play. But who knows? Maybe I'll bring it back.
I decided to change my characters from the beginning of the year since I couldn't really match the double play style that well. So I went for a slower and hitting more harder character.
Right now, I'm only playing Young Link, but in case at state there's someone that really counters Young Link, I might go to maybe Byleth, which was my other choice a couple years ago, which I might also pick up next year.
That actually maybe ties into my next question, because I wanted to ask you guys, how did you choose your mains? I know you're very excited about your Kazuya coming up here, and then just some of the other characters as well. So whoever maybe wants to answer, how did you end up choosing your main for this season?
I got a good answer for that. So my playstyle, I like really fast characters that combo a lot, and Joker is one of those. So back in middle school, I played someone that wasn't fast because I was like used to like hard hitting and like not so fast characters. And then eventually I played Sheik, which is like no damage but really high combo potential and like really fast. So then with that experience, I then switched to Joker. Just like played a couple matches, kind of liked how he was, and yeah.
I picked up my character because he was actually designed by the same person who created Dragon Ball, and I love Dragon Ball, so I picked up that character. RP my boy Creatoria.
So I picked up Young Link because I grew up playing Zelda games, and The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time was one of my number ones growing up, and I thought Young Link was really cool, so I wanted to play him in Smash.
How I picked Kazuya, I saw a lot of videos, online tournaments, all that stuff. I found Kazuya, he was a really cool combo person. Sure, he was slow and all that, but he had a lot of combo potential. I loved it.
And I chose my new character due to the fact that my first character, Pyron Mithra, was again double-sided with speed and attacks, and it annoyed me having to swap between them every time I wanted to change everything up. So I decided to go with a character that I thought was cool, Ganondorf, and he's been my character ever since.
Yeah, you got to switch it up, simplify it a little bit. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I do want to ask, looking at the bracket now, because if I'm not mistaken, you guys have Fairfield first, and then if you get out of that, you got the potential matchup against Forest City, of course, that you hinted at a little bit. You're looking forward to maybe playing them again. Just walk me through what's going to take first and foremost to knock off Fairfield in that first round, and then how excited are you guys to get that potential shot at Forest City and get a little revenge there.
So I feel like Fairfield, it might be our warm-up match, but we should still be playing the best at our ability and just be pumping it, just going faster and faster as we go and just getting better and better as we can, just getting in the moment and just doing our best we can.
Yeah, I would basically, yeah, I agree with that because we don't know what Fairfield will be like, so we just have to be on our A game, honestly. Try to just get it done and over with so then we can actually get to Forest City, which trying to get that run back, honestly.
Yeah, I definitely think we should always keep our guard up, don't let it down. But I desperately need that run back against Forest City. I desperately need it.
Any kind of nerves before this state tournament? I feel like that might be maybe something that you don't want to admit, but is there any kind of nerves here? Because I know matches can typically be kind of short, so I know you have to pretty much be at your A game all the time, but yeah, any nerves before this tournament?
I am nervous after what happened last year. I'm very nervous about it.
I'm not that nervous. I'm just overly excited because this is my first year going to state for esports.
I couldn't be nervous at all. I'm just really ready to get in state and just combo the teams to their end.
And then last one for me, I'm just kind of curious this season. Obviously, you have a good year last year. It's your first year as a program. You come in now, undefeated in the regular season, improve even further. Where do you guys think that improvement maybe came from this year? And just walk me through the season overall, how you guys have kind of sustained a lot of success here. How has that kind of come to fruition here in 2025?
So at the start of the season, my Young Link, I didn't know any combos. So over these past couple of weeks, I've been on YouTube. I've been looking up combos. I've been getting them down, and I've just been perfecting them in practice. And that's how I've improved a lot over this year.
With me and my Joker, about the last time we did this, it wasn't like, honestly, I would say I just like spammed a lot. I didn't really know much combos. That's like the basic ones, but nowadays I'm trying to like do more advanced ones so then I can like practice and try to land it at state because that would be really good. And yeah.
Or I'll throw one more out too. I saw the video today on Facebook. Y'all, kind of parading through the school and everyone, kind of cheering you on before you head off here. Just how fun was that to, get the support from your classmates and everything before you head off and try and make this run, win this championship, bring it back?
I thought it was pretty cool that they did something special for us considering, it may be esports, but we still qualified for state. So I thought it was pretty cool how most people still even came out just to support us and they clapped. And I thought it was pretty cool.
I think it was also cool because they did this this is the first time they actually did that for any of the people that have gone to state. It's going to be a new tradition.
I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was some free aura.
So I think that's a solid note to end on. Unless any of you guys have any other final thoughts to share here ahead of
So much aura. Sure. I also think, people cheering and all that stuff, because we didn't have that last year, and I'm so glad they finally made this a new thing. Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Well,
hoping we get higher than 6th or 7th place.
All right.
We're also going to be playing well for our other players' sake that he can't show up. Zach Abazina.
Oh yeah, shout out my boy. R.I.P. my boy. He's not dead. He's still here.
All right. I think that's a perfect note to end on. Thanks, fellas. We will step aside for a moment. We'll talk to the coach of the state #1 seed Super Smash Ultimate team in just a second.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your healthcare.
All right. We are back talking esports with Coach Drew Ayrit, who is heading up the Demons, who will compete tomorrow at the state tournament, the #1 seed for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Exciting time for Washington Esports. And Coach, obviously this program's come a long way. It's had a lot of success in just, almost not even 2 full seasons. I'll just start with that, just kind of the general growth of this program. What have you seen? How impressive is it to have so much interest in this sport and from a lot of talented kids as well, to kind of get it off the ground in such a strong way here?
Yeah, I mean, it feels really good to get the program up and running. I think our success last year definitely has led to some growth, and we're looking to expand some more too. So we're hoping to add some more games and things like that. But I think the first year you just never know quite what's going to happen. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't feel like I can take a ton of credit for the success. The players really run this machine, and they bring their own talents and passions. So they, in a large part, like they were saying, they're putting in the hours themselves, doing their research, learning how to improve. Really, I just provide the space for them and the encouragement for them to do that. So I'm going to put it on the players mostly. Yeah.
I kind of want to piggyback off the question I asked them as well. These late season practices, when you're getting kind of near the end, what do you kind of do to make sure that the players are 100% ready to play?
Yeah, one thing that we've done differently this year, last year we did a lot of internal tournaments, and I think we have a lot of good, healthy competition within the team. Our #1 that was sitting here, Elijah, he's pretty well at the top, but I don't know that he ever really got beaten too much last year. But this year, the other 4 beneath him have really, I've seen a lot of growth there, and they've taken him down a couple of times. So I think it shows some good growth there. So we've always had that good competitive kind of atmosphere within the team. But what we've done differently this year is we've added in some scrimmages against some other schools. And that's been solely I kind of reached out to some other teams that I knew were having really good seasons and, brought a lot of talent. And so Linmar and Waco have been some schools that we have scrimmaged, and they're both undefeated for the season as well. So I think having a different look at another team that's having a lot of success and having some competition with them, that's helped out this year as well.
And then just kind of piggybacking off that further, and as you mentioned, you put a lot of it on the players. Just as this regular season kind of went on, maybe when did you kind of start to see this team hit its stride? Obviously, the 7-0 regular season record. You mentioned the scrimmages as well to sharpen them. Just when did you kind of see that throughout the course of this year?
Yeah, I think we came in a little rusty, if I'm being perfectly honest. But as the season progressed, we knew that we were going to have a good year. Obviously, we had mostly a returning team from last year, so we knew we were going to be good. And then my goal was really just how could I keep pushing them. We had Colin and his Kazuya here that he was talking about. He really improved a ton from last year, and I think that drove a little more competition because one of our early internal tournaments, he did really well. And so I think that kind of woke a few people up, and that's got them going. And then we scrimmaged Linmar about, I don't know if it was halfway through the season, a little bit later, but they really kind of wiped the floor with us when we scrimmaged them. And so I think we hadn't really encountered that kind of barrier this season. And we really didn't encounter it last year until the final match. And so I think trying to put those barriers up early, that was a motivating thing for the players too, that they knew they weren't quite at the top yet. So that was really beneficial, I think, in letting us know that we had some things that we could improve on and we weren't going to be able to just walk our way, to the final match.
Listening to the players talk here during their press conference, you can tell they're very, very passionate about what they do. And I know esports is something that's really taken off here in the last 5-10 years or so. How exciting is it to see more activities that these students can get involved in to kind of explore their passions?
I think there's been a lot of support in the community, and it's actually, it's been a really nice surprise. I think, I'm of the mindset that the more students we can get involved in other things, there's lots of studies that show that the better results they're going to have later in life. But I can't tell you how many traditional coaches, of traditional athletics came up to me after we went to state last year and congratulated me, and it kind of put us on the map. And then this year, there's been lots more support from students as well. I have students asking me every week how we're doing, who we're playing, how the season's going. And so I think just the awareness being raised a little bit and people seeing that good things are happening, I think it's a win for everybody.
I'll kind of piggyback off of that one, just with the growth of the program in general. Obviously, this winter there's some sports. I believe you guys are going to be participating in Mario Kart in the spring.
Yeah.
Just how excited are you for the growth, maybe the potential in a year or so to maybe have some of these players coming back, doing some of the winter games, and then in the spring as well, just to the growth of that? Are these players kind of interested in playing other games and doing that
Yeah,
stuff?
I mean, it depends on the player, of course. I mean, some of them have, they all have kind of their niches that they gravitate towards, but some of them just like to be part of the team and they want to be there for all of it. So it really just depends. We are definitely looking to expand. We chose specifically Smash Brothers and Mario Kart to start with because we knew we didn't need a lot to start, right? We only needed like 3 Nintendos, a few controllers. So it wasn't a big investment. The next games that we want to participate in, we're going to need to get quite a few consoles, because they're more team oriented games. So we're going to need probably about 12 consoles. And then we're looking to hopefully add maybe Rainbow Six Siege in the fall and Rocket League in the winter, and then Marvel Rivals in the spring. So we're hoping to have kind of like a couple of options, and I think that would just, increase our numbers even more. I'll take a minute to shameless plug here. If anybody out there in the community, you like what we're doing and you see it and you want to support, reach out to myself or to our AD, Nathan Miller, and see how you can help out, because we're definitely, we could use some support with that expansion. Yeah.
How much do the guys at the top of the squad, maybe the varsity squad, the guys who are going to state, how much do they work with the guys who are maybe trying to work to get to that level?
Yeah, I think, like I said, we're really competitive internally, and I think for the most part, there's really good camaraderie in the competition, right? We strive to like push each other. We were just before we came out here, we were doing a little scouting for other teams, and we were saying like, oh, maybe you should try playing this person so we can try to counter those. Like, so it's pretty collaborative for the most part, I would say. I think we could do better. I mean, we could always do better. I think what we'll hope to do next year with mostly this team's coming back next year. Actually, our whole varsity team is coming back next year. But they'll all be seniors then for the most part, right? So we'll have to make a better effort next year to bring up some of our new people coming in and hopefully grow them.
And then I'll piggyback off when I asked them just with this bracket. Obviously, Fairfield team you've seen already, and then I know they're talking about the potential of that Forest City rematch. How excited are you for them to maybe have another crack at them after that second place finish last year?
I love that. I mean, I really hope that we get that I really hope that we get that opportunity. And Forest City was great. Like we spent the day with them. The Esports state tournament is interesting because we have lots of downtime and we're hanging out in the same room with all the other teams. So we hung out with them last year, and I mean, we ended up not winning that match. It was a long day. They were a great team, but I think if we have the opportunity to play them again and we can get that win, I just feel like that's gonna just boost our confidence even more, and that'd be a great way to head to the final match. Yeah.
I actually do have a question because I noticed you said that it's a long day.
Oh, yeah.
How do you keep the players focused over the course of a day over a tournament?
That's a great question. There's ups and downs. We're leaving at 5 a.m. tomorrow to head up there. And, I think last year the final match didn't happen until after 7, maybe closer to 8. So it's definitely a long day. We had everybody kind of doing their own thing. We were practicing in between matches. Sometimes we were just hanging out, having fun. Sometimes we were hanging out with other teams, having fun. Some kids were over in the corner napping. It's kind of just like everybody just I just try to make sure people have what they need, encourage them to take care of themselves. We've got Mr. Miller and Mr. Stoner up there supporting us. They got us some pizzas at some point, so that was a boost before the end of the day. So, it's really just about trying to get everybody what they need and keep everybody's spirits up. But I think our spirits we're looking pretty good, I think.
Well, there you go. Washington, the number 1 seed there in the state tournament, competing on Friday to try and bring home a title there in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We will take a quick break. Thank you, Coach, for the time. We'll be right back in a minute.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks for giving us the opportunity.